Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Will and I'm from Just You Soap Company. And today we're going to make peppermint soap. And we're going to use, for this soap, we're going to use 3 pounds. 1 pound of clear base. 1.5 pounds of goat's milk. And another ½ pound of clear base. We're going to use a peppermint essential oil. This one is by, it's by whoever. And we're going to use a coloring called cherry. So, stay tuned. Right after this message, we'll go right into making the soap. Okay, so we're back. Alright, as you can see, the soap is all melted. Right? So, the temperature of this was 148. The temperature of this one is 136, 135, somewhere in that ballpark. So, I'm going to put the color in here. I'll put about 5, 6, maybe 10. You know how we do. We go ahead, bam. I think I'm gonna put a little more because I want it to be just a little darker. A little more, just a little more. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Alright. So, then I put, now I don't really measure my fragrance. My measuring person is my wife. She's behind the camera today. Her nose, tell it all. But this wasn't a whole lot left, so I just went ahead and finished the rest of this. You know what I'm saying? It's peppermint, making peppermint tea. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go get some more tomorrow. Then you go ahead and put that to the side. Mix these on up, you know what I'm saying? Now, the way that I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to let these cool down just a little bit more. And the reason why I melted these off camera, one, because everybody else does, but not just that, but I don't just use, I don't just melt mine down and that's it. A lot of people say, oh, you can't add anything to melting point, it doesn't make a difference. Lies. It really does make a difference. You got to think about it like this. This is the way I do it. I make cold processed soap too. And when I make cold processed soap, I do what's called super fatting. Now, the reason why you do super fatting in cold processed soap is you add an extra amount of oil after the oil and the lye in the water have saponified or had some saponification. So, in essence, once the saponification has happened, you actually have soap. So now you put in the extra oil on there to just sit on top of the soap to add extra moisturization. Because that oil does not mix in with the lye. It's already been done. So in essence, this has already been made to soap. So when you add an extra oil of some sort, butter or whatever it is that you want to add, as long as you do it in the right proportion, you're only adding super fat in it. That's it. And you're adding.
It has to be a fat.
Yes.
Not necessarily oil. So
No, not a fat.
You do not, after you've done melt and pour, after you've melted it down, or however you do it, you put it in there with the melt and pour when it melts, when you're melting it in the microwave in a 30-second burst. Do not add more olive oil. Guess what happens? When you finish the bar and you pour it and you got this beautiful soap, you'll notice that as it is hardening, that it has these little oil droplets on top of it, that the soap is very slick. Why? Because you added olive oil to a soap. That's just like you added more olive oil after the saponification process and cold process.
Yeah.
It's just going to have an oily soap.
Yeah.
And we've done it. Because we know we've had soaps that have been ruined because we put too much oil.
Yeah.
So you do not use oils like olive oil. You don't use coconut oil. You don't use. You can possibly use a palm oil, because the reason why you can use a palm oil versus a coconut oil is because the palm oil is harder than coconut oil.
Yeah.
So
you can use a slight bit of coconut oil.
Not a lot. It has to be very little.
And then add more bubbles to it, actually.
Right. But you have to be careful. So my point is this. You can add, as he said, you could do butters. So you can do mango butter, cocoa butter, shea butter, whatever other butter they got. You could use that. But even
Butterlicious.
Right, Butterlicious. But even with using that, it has to be a small amount. So for those people who say that you can't add anything to melt and pour, what had happened is that they added something and it ended up jacked up, so they just said you can't do it. Not true. Okay, and I'm done with my rant.
So I'm going to let this cool off for a second. We'll be right back. So the first thing we're going to do is push this to the side. You can hear some noise. There's some people popping fireworks and shooting firearms in my neighborhood. But I'm from LA, so I'm kind of used to it. I live in Tennessee now. But, I just look and go to sleep. It don't bother me. So I'm going to put that there. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a kind of swirl effect. I'm going to see if my assistant, i.e. my wife, can go and get me my other alcohol. Because I don't know where it's at this moment. So what I'm going to do is kind of a swirl effect. I'm going to kind of pour on opposite ends at the same time. So and I'm missing one thing. Let me grab it. I want to get me a skewy, which I think I gotta go get some more. I have my wife spray this for me. And then I'm going to kind of do that. Then on to the next soap. Then I'm going to do I think I did that one just a little too fast, but that's alright. I like the kind of pushback that they're giving. Then we're going to and I'm going to see what kind of swirls and dingies I can get out of them once they're done. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's kind of giving some pushback. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you spray it with alcohol?
Spray with alcohol to get rid of the bubbles. Makes for a nicer bar. Now, if I was doing layered soap, I would spray with alcohol so that it would they would adhere. But since I'm mixing them, I'm not really worried about them breaking apart. It's more so that they don't have bubbles on them. And it looks like I'm going to have. Oh no, it might. Yep. And I think that'll be about all she wrote. Now I thought I was good, but I didn't know I was that good. I was able to I knew pound and a half would get me close to it. So, again, a couple of these are going to go out to a customer. But I also need it to restock. And I like the way it looks now. So I can imagine what it's going to look like once they're done. So I'll be back once it's time to unmold. So when I snap my fingers, again, it'll be unmolding time. No, I'm kidding. Give me a little while, be back, and next thing you notice that it's unmolding time. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm here for the unmolding of the Peppermint Soap. So I'm going to pull this on now. Alright. So this is how this one came out. I'm going to move this right here. Alright, this is this one. See how it came out? Probably didn't see the other one, my bad. Let me do this again. Alright. They smell absolutely amazing. I can smell it from up here. This is the back. This is the front. Here you go. And I usually don't do this in a loaf. I've done it in a loaf. I've even done it in co-process. But, you know, quicker. I kind of like when it does this right here. It's like, and it kind of fades into the other color. Like this. Like strong one color. See? And then kind of fades into the next color and then swirls on top a little bit. Like clouds in the midst of it. This is really nice. I like this one. And then we got this here. Bam. Nice, nice. So a lot of times, sometimes you might get a little over it. Like it'll pour over like this. So I'll do this right here and I'll just kind of take the little extra off or I'll blend it in. What doesn't come off. And see, I keep those little edges. I keep them and put them in a bag and put them together or something and do something else with them. And after a while, you know, when you got some more, got a lot of them, you can just take them like, see I have this bag. I have this bag right here. So this is the last one. So you see, I had 3 pounds of melting pour soap and it made a total of 12 bars. So I'll wrap these up, send who I have to send them. And you know, you charge what you want to charge for them. Just, you know, or give them away or however you want to do them. I actually have a soap business. You can go to www.justyousoapcompany.com, or you can hit us up on Etsy under the same thing, Just You Soap Company. Just You Soap Company. So other than that, this has been Peppermint, and this is Will from Just You Soap Company. I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.